You are young.
I'm 17 years old.
You're ambitious.
I worked my face off.
And you want to make it big early in your life. So in today's video, I'm going to reveal the 7 principles for teenagers and people in their early 20s to become millionaires. So what I'm going to reveal to you today not only helped me make my first $1 million at 18 years old, it has helped me to amass a net worth of tens of millions of dollars by the age of 23. The first principle you need to learn if you want to be a millionaire in your teens or your early 20s is that in order to be a king, you must first be a pawn. And because I grew up in this environment of learning respect, I learned that, hey, you can be a king one day, but in order to be a king, you first need to be a pawn. You first need to be able to earn your stripes. And by the way, I earned my stripes from a very young age. I started my first entrepreneurial ventures when I was 14. It's kind of like, listen, when you're young and you join a football team, you're going to be the one who's the ball boy. At the end of training, you're going to be the one who is expected to carry all of the equipment to and from. And you need to go through that to one day become the captain. You don't just come in, especially as someone who is young, and become the captain all of a sudden. And that is the issue with today's social media bullshit society. Now, the next principle for teenagers to become millionaires is dress to elevate. And here's what I mean by that. When you are young, people are gonna automatically discredit you. You don't wanna make it worse by the way that you dress. Less really is more. So first learn how to just dress classic and timeless, and then later down the line, you can start incorporating some suits. You can start incorporating some double-breasted suits. Maybe before you go to the suits, just get some nice blazers and you can pair the blazers with trousers. It doesn't need to be a full suit. You know, a lot of times I'm just very comfortable with a nice round neck t-shirt. Not like this. This is a lot more, you know, it's a Sunday today, very home comfortable shirt. So not something as casual as this, just a nice fitted white t-shirt or black t-shirt and smart blazer over the top, some trousers and some smart shoes. And you have a very classic timeless look that's not overly formal, and you're never gonna be too overdressed in any situation. People will try to discredit you because of your age. So don't give them any excuse or reason to make it an even bigger thing than it needs to be. So dress older than you are. Now, the third principle for teenagers to become millionaires is have something external that humbles you. And here's what I mean by that. There's a lot of people who are young with a lot of ambition in their life, but the issue is there's nothing in their life that has humbled them. Business will humble you because no matter how good you are, when you get in the world of business, the market will tell you how good you are. I was humbled when I was 17 that, hey, maybe you're not as good as you think you are. Maybe you think that you're this little child prodigy. Are you sure about that? Let me humble you. So whether it's business, whether it's combat sports, you need something external in your life to humble you and put you in your place. The next principle you need to follow is no casual dating. Either something serious or nothing at all. Listen, if you are in your teenage years or your early 20s, either you go for something serious, no casual dates, no casual flings, stuff like that. Listen, you are a man in your early years. Make something of yourself. None of this casual dating bullshit, because let me tell you something, it is taking you away from your best years to build. Girls don't want guys who are 19 or 20. And you need to understand this. As a guy, you become most attractive once you get past the age of 25. Really from 25 to 35 is when you're most attractive to women. And it really only starts at 25. If you've got a day one girl and you manage to get a day one girl, you know, all these girls on a yacht, private jet, blah, blah. I have done and still do all these things. But I understand that that does not come remotely close to a day one girl who is there from you from the jump, from day one. So as I was saying, keep your head down, keep focused, no casual dating bullshit. Principle number 5 is keep your circle small, but your influence large. There is nothing wrong with many people knowing you or with you having many acquaintances, but you should have very few friends because most people don't understand what true loyalty is. They are around people that they don't like. They're around people for clout or money and this and that. You need to make yourself strong. You need to make yourself a fortress. Never unnecessarily burn bridges. Always be very polite and courteous to people, but always understand that you can probably only have a select handful of true friends, true brothers in arms, true people that would love you and do anything for you. That's a very, very small circle. The next principle you need to follow is that God will always test you to see what you can handle, and if you can't, he will take it away from you. So you need to understand that God, if he blesses you, if he gives you that million at a young age, he's gonna see if you can handle it. He's gonna see if you can humble yourself. That's why earlier I told you, have things external in your life that will constantly humble you. Business, martial arts, setting challenges for yourself and seeing if you can accomplish things that really make you dig deep. As quickly as it's given, it's taken away, and you need to understand these things. Now, the last principle to tie it all together is invest early and invest as much as you can. If you make money at a young age, try to get away from you as soon as possible. I'm talking about property. I'm talking about maybe even buying some physical gold. When you're a young age, you are your worst enemy. You're probably the biggest reason you're gonna this up. So what you want to do is once you make money, push it away as quick as possible. Because here's the other thing, and once again, I'm talking from experience. When you are young and you make a lot of money, you know what people think? People don't think, oh, well done. People think you got lucky. Let's be honest, if you're young and you're buying these supercars, you're probably trying to flex. It's not even having the intended effect. So just tell yourself, you know what? Any money that comes in, I'm going to invest as much as I humanly can. I'm going to make myself solid, and I'm going to enjoy these things a little later down the line. So ladies and gentlemen, I present to you these principles as someone who can speak to you more realistically. As always, I'm watching from afar and I'm rooting for you.